Before we begin this episode, a quick message to the CHC audience.
We would like to invite you to check out another podcast that we enjoy.
Hey, Slackers, I'm Matt.
And I'm Jesse.
We host American Slacker, the show that keeps you updated on all of the weirdest news around the globe, along with what's going on in the world of Xbox, music and movie suggestions, and fun interactive games.
Every other week, we bring on interesting guests from all walks of life, from filmmakers to musicians, funeral directors to small business owners, and even Jeff Goldblum.
What? No, we never got Goldblum, man.
Oh, a man can dream, can't he?
American Slacker Podcast. New episodes every Wednesday.
Available on Spotify, iTunes, and all of your smart devices, or anywhere else, you might happen to cop a podcast.
They're downloading MP3s, not buying an eighth. I'm shutting this shit down. That's it.
There you go.
Let you in on an aspect of the world that you're not normally accustomed to.
I could have been a totally different person.
Yeah, right now.
Since 12 hours ago.
Could have been wearing a business suit today. Who knows?
With a fanny pack.
With a fanny pack. Just classing up the joint.
That's a fantastic idea.
It's the only kind of ideas I have, sir.
It's Corner House Chronicles Day.
It's just different enough.
And here's the kicker, boss. They're all the same personality.
They're assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just 1.5 million asshole penguins.
Best part.
I'm going to try and pace it out, so just as you forget about me, I'll just pop in and remind you.
Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to the Corner House Chronicles. I'm John.
I'm Jason.
And this evening, folks, we complete the crossover.
Special guest appearance by...
It's Guido.
Guido's in the house.
Thanks for coming by.
Thanks for having me, fellas.
Oh, hey.
I appreciate you having me back. It's
Again?
been a while.
Yeah.
I did pop in last week.
Yep. The
for a
very
quick-
end.
Yeah, for
Briefly.
a quick second.
Yeah.
And that was just recording, scheduling. That's all
Right.
that was. This is a full-on guest appearance. Complete the process.
That's right.
That's what we're calling it.
Complete the process. I love it.
Going for the cycle.
It's a lot of pressure. Even Calvin Johnson couldn't do that.
Nope. Well, he's retired and you're not, so bring it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just starting my career.
You're still in the game. Fresh.
All right, so how about we start with our little challenge?
I like
Let's get
challenges.
that right out of the way here first.
Now, to recap, I am issuing a challenge to John to watch a movie.
All right.
And
All
he
right.
is issuing, how many? 8?
6.
Six episodes.
But because it's 3 hours worth of Sunny, you don't have to watch all 6. Just watch like 1 or 2 of them. We'll call it even.
Well, a movie is going to be more than
Like
an
an hour and a half. So
Yeah,
I got to
so
get
yeah.
like at least 3, I would say.
What I did was I'm going to go first, okay? Do you watch Sunny?
I have.
Okay.
I mean, I haven't seen every single episode, but I've probably seen 50.
So there might be a
So,
chance
yeah.
you've seen a couple of these. I tried
but
to pick.
But would I know them by name? Absolutely not.
I tried to pick some that are really heavy, Frank, for you because
Okay, I'm a fan.
It's a little easier when Danny DeVito is going to be a major part of the episode, right? Plus, he's fucking hilarious on the show.
Frank is great, dude.
All right, so I'm going to give you the name of the episode and the season number.
Okay.
That way it'll be easier to find. So the first one is season 3, and it's called "The Gang Gets Invincible." Did you ever see the movie Invincible with Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah,
About the football?
The Eagles.
Okay, this plays into that, just so you're ready for it.
Okay.
Heavy Frank, though. It's pretty good. The next one is season 4, and it's called "Who Pooped the Bed?"
I have seen that one.
It's
Yes,
a solid
okay.
title.
In that episode, the only thing you need to know is Artemis is just a friend of Dee's who occasionally sleeps with Frank.
All right.
She's in the episode. You're going to want to know who she is.
Okay.
Okay. Season 5, we got The Gang Wrestles for the Troops.
I don't recall that one.
Okay, I chose
Maybe
that
just
one
not by
because
name.
Roddy Piper's in that one. So that's cool.
I definitely don't remember Piper being in one, so I never saw
Yeah,
that
that's
one.
Okay.
All right.
And the next one is season 5 once again, and it's Frank Gets an Intervention. It's pretty fucking funny.
All right.
Season 7, Chardy McDennis.
Chardy? Chard?
2 E's at the end. Chardy
Okay.
Mac Dennis. The Game of Games. They invent their own board game, and it's a drinking game, and the reason that they go over it is because Frank's like, well, what is this? So they have to show him, and they're
pretty
kind
much
of teaching
him how to play.
Yeah. And then the last one is a sleeper episode I had totally forgot about, but it's fucking awesome. It's season 10, and it's The Gang Beats Boggs.
Boggs?
As in Wade Boggs.
Yeah, okay.
There's a record that Wade Boggs is famous for in this episode, and it's cross-country flight, where he drank some insane amount of beers. So they all wear white T-shirts, and they got a Sharpie, and every time they finish a beer, chaos ensues.
That's solid.
Takes place on a plane, too, which is fucking funny.
I've never been hammered on a plane.
No?
No, I had a.
There's
I've
still
had a
time.
few- well, yeah. I mean, I'm going to be on a plane here coming up quick for, I don't know, probably 8 hours. I don't know how long it takes to fly from Boston to Ireland, but
Well, I would say it's at least 3 hours to get from here to Boston.
yeah. But I mean, I don't want to
One
do it.
single duration. I mean,
I don't wanna
Is
do
it
it
really a
that hard.
3-hour flight?
it's somewhere in that, like 2 maybe.
Okay.
I can
Seems
look
like it would
up.
be quicker,
You
but
would
yeah.
think. Yeah.
Okay. To Ireland, though? Shit.
Yeah, but then
Gotta
we're
be at
going
least,
to land, and
8.
it's going to be like early morning
Oh,
Ireland time. So I
perfect.
don't know if I really want to get.
You might fit right in.
That's true, and we're going right out of the gate to the Guinness factory. So
Oh, that's
maybe
awesome.
I already should be prime.
Maybe sleep on the plane.
Maybe blackout. Maybe get so drunk I black out on the plane.
Snakes on a
Let's go
plane.
for
I mean,
that.
go for the gold.
You could try to beat Wade Boggs.
There you go.
Yeah, what's the record?
I
only
think
got
it's like
2 hours.
72 or something. Like, I mean, it's a
Dear God.
stupid number.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not real then.
I don't believe it's real, no. But
Well.
for the sake of the show, I could be wrong. It could be a lower number. I don't fucking remember. It's just a funny episode.
I'm just saying that Guido can set his own record
There you go.
That's right.
as long as you got the debit card handy.
Real quick, while I'm thinking about it,
Yeah.
we're going to be having a studio upgrade here pretty soon with equipment
nice.
where we'll be able to take phone calls.
Yep.
We might have to connect with you while you're over the pond
Oh
there.
man, that'll work.
Get a phone call in maybe like 8 or 9 o'clock your time, so you're good and prime, and we'll just be like, what the fuck is going on?
Kiss the Blarney Stone.
We
Got
do it on the
herpes.
4th, right before you light off the fireworks.
Oh,
There you
Yeah,
go.
I'm gonna before I kiss the Blarney Stone, I'm gonna ask if I can rub it down with Purell first.
That's probably
because
smart.
if not, I'm just gonna like
Or you get a pair of those.
like you do when you're taking a shit in a public
hover
restaurant,
dump.
the hover dump. I'm gonna hover kiss the Blarney Stone.
Well, you got to like lay on your back and then kind of like contort yourself to kiss said Blarney Stone.
whatever, bro.
Yeah, I know. But you might want to get a pair of those wax lips. Like, give out
That would
Halloween.
work.
Yeah. I mean, the herp's forever, buddy.
Yeah,
Don't
that's
bring
true.
that back.
Okay, sorry, sorry, I derailed your.
No, that's cool.
Your
That was all
challenge.
6 episodes. If you watch any of those.
Okay, so
you
that's
know,
my list to try to knock out.
You're right.
All right.
Whenever, no time frame.
All right. Well, mine's a little less
Lengthy.
lengthy.
Right.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I was waiting for it. I gave you that pause, just making sure you're on the game here. So the challenge of the movie is going to be John Wick, #1.
Okay. John Wick #1.
Yep.
Is this in honor of part 3 coming out right now?
It is.
Kinda. Okay.
It is. Fresh on the brain. It might jumpstart you to go, fuck, I'm going to watch #2. And then
I
go
might
see
watch number
3.
2. Yeah. Okay.
I think you'll like it.
Yeah.
It's solid.
Good flick.
Yeah.
It is an action movie. John Wick is an action hero. Suspend disbelief. Right? Or suspend belief. I'm sorry. Not disbelief. That was stupid. But you know what I mean. There's going to be some shit in there that if you're looking at it logically, you're going to be like, oh.
Yeah, but you can't really go with that mentality into a movie.
Not that one.
Not that one.
Right. That's my point. But it's really good. I think you'll like it.
Yeah, you'll enjoy it.
Okay.
Who doesn't like Keanu Reeves?
That's all I'm saying. I mean, we have his Funko Pop.
I got a question because I was just thinking about something while you were talking about John Wick. And there's part
Like,
3 coming out.
I had a better idea while you were just
No.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
almost,
that's really cool, but listen to this really, really good idea.
No, I'm gonna lay.
Casually mentions
I'm
he's
gonna lay
better than you.
the base for a fan theory.
All right, drop that bass.
This is part 3 of John Wick.
Yes.
How many Matrix movies were there?
3.
3. But now they're coming out with another one.
But is he in it?
Is it Agent Smith movie?
I don't know.
Ooh, that'd be
I haven't read the article, but I mean, it was just like yesterday, I think it dropped.
Okay.
That the fact they're jumping back into that Matrix world.
Let's delete that
Okay.
part of that for the sake of this
Argument, yeah.
Right. So there's 3 Matrix,
Yep.
3 John Wick.
Yep.
He's about to shoot the what number, Bill and Ted?
3.
Yeah.
So maybe there's something with Keanu Reeves' acting career
In trilogies.
where he only does trilogies now.
Did he do Point Break too?
He did not.
No, he didn't.
Because they did the remake.
And I don't think he was in Speed 2,
No, he was not.
but
So your theory is crap. Way to interrupt the challenge. for
My
some
own Private
crap
Idaho
theory.
3 doesn't come out for a while, so.
okay. But if I'm talking about Keanu Reeves' most money-making
Oh, yeah.
endeavors,
Yeah, The
True.
Matrix.
the trilogies are higher than what Speed might have been, or
Yeah, but there's also.
Speed was a pretty big movie, though.
But
it was a big movie.
It was
but-
for what it was, but that was
At the
more. He
time.
was a little bit more unknown. Well, not unknown, but like he was on a cool spot, then came back. That just threw my train of thought off, but that's fine because I can jump right back on that track. But all right, look at the Matrix, right? Everybody's seen those. You've seen them.
I saw one of them.
That counts.
That was it.
The Matrix. Is
The
that
first one.
That's the best one.
Yeah,
Right.
It sums up pretty much. So
Yeah.
you've seen Bill and Ted.
I've seen both of those.
Both of
Absolutely.
those. Station. Now you're going to see John Wick.
Okay.
You're going to complete at least all 3 John Wicks, in my personal
Think so?
theory. Yeah. You're going to come back and be like, damn, all right. And then you might go, fuck, I might give Matrix 2 a shot.
And then you'll be like, fuck, why did I waste my time?
I'm going back to John Wick.
Why did I waste my time not watching movies?
No.
I will say this, though. I do have another challenge. It's Captain America,
The
the
Winter
Winter
Soldier.
Soldier.
Yeah.
I have to watch that
That's
one
on the docket as well.
to get myself into the comic book world.
Yeah.
Yeah, because his other podcasting endeavor is with another mega nerd.
This is true.
So he's got to really step his nerd game up.
I felt so... I was just lost when you guys were nerding out the other night, and I was
I
sitting
know.
here like
I seen it in
falling
your
asleep
eyes.
in my chair. Like, this is
Yep.
just boring as hell.
To us, though, that was some solid fucking conversation.
Absolutely.
Right. If it wasn't 1 o'clock in the morning
Yeah.
or 1:30, dude, I'd have been ready to open another beer and get after it.
That's what she
Some
said.
So yeah, I'm gonna get into that world so I can then talk about it when it comes up like that.
Right. And you might not want to dive in. It's not for everybody.
It isn't.
But that's a good
It's a good jumping in point.
that's a good spot. It
Yeah,
doesn't
you're
really
not missing a whole lot, and you get a lot of information. It's a solid start point.
Yeah, because it does tie into everything else, just like every other movie.
Yeah.
But it can also kind of, sort of, stand alone.
Oh yeah, and a standalone, it's solid. You won't need all the information moving forward if you don't want to progress.
Who's the villain in this movie?
the Winter Soldier?
He is the villain. Okay.
Yeah, there's others.
There's
Hydra.
yeah, there you go.
Okay, I've heard that name.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, the Winter Soldier is the main villain. They didn't bury the lead.
No. To kind of keep on the track of this like superhero film type. Are you familiar with James Wan, the director?
I've heard the name. I don't know what he's done.
He wrote Saw. He's done like
Okay. All right.
all those cheesy, well not cheesy, but the stupid like The Conjuring, Conjuring 3.
Okay, so he's a horror
the
director.
doll movie.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he's a horror director, but he also just did Aquaman recently, which was
Oh,
pretty
okay.
fucking good for the DC universe.
I still haven't seen Aquaman or Shazam.
I recommend both of those. I would say that along with Wonder Woman are their top 3.
I did see Wonder Woman. That was really good.
Yeah, they are on par with Wonder Woman.
Definitely way better than Justice League or
Yeah.
either Superman movie.
Yeah, but he just got signed to a new movie.
Uh-oh.
Is it Lobo?
It is not.
Damn. Could he be in it?
No,
Okay.
at least not this one.
I'm not going to guess.
They are rebooting the Mortal Kombat movie franchise
Nice.
Oh, okay.
With a horror director, I like
with
that.
a horror director.
So you will see fatalities. Yep.
Exactly.
Well, there was in the other one too.
Yeah, but I mean, at least with this, they're going to put more money.
Gore in it.
Yeah, like
In more production. 'cause,
Scorpion's fucking chain is going to rip through some motherfuckers, and you're
Like,
going
yeah, it's going to be sweet. Like the last time Sonya Blade, she snaps Kano's neck.
Oh no.
Right. Exactly.
Goro might not look like a fucking Muppet this time.
But you like Muppets.
I do like Muppets. Hey-o.
You do. But I still, because I was young, when those came out, I still liked that movie. I didn't like the Annihilation
I went to the
movie.
theater to see the first Mortal Kombat.
I went to the Dollar Show.
I don't remember if I saw it now.
Oh, dude, we did a I was into martial arts when I was younger, and
It shows.
Yeah, no. It's a nice portly physique. Haven't kept up. It's about all you can tell from looking at me now. But we did a whole like choreographed, routine
Recital?
Yeah, recital. Exactly. We did a recital tutus to that Mortal Kombat music. It was like some weird techno
that was the
beat.
time, yeah.
Yeah. It was pretty cool.
Oh, speaking of which, kind of jumps into an off-topic thing, but kind of ties in to the board.
Okay.
Put it on the board.
Deep into YouTube.
Uh-oh.
I found a video of this kid. He's British, and he does a cappella videos.
And?
Oh, I got to bring it up. It's a visual audio.
Okay.
It's this portly little, 9-year-old fucking British kid.
Singing a cappella.
Singing a cappella. He only has
Okay.
2 songs. One is Africa by Toto.
Okay.
He does an okay job. I mean, it's nothing great, but it'll do, pig. It'll do. But his breakout fucking success is this little gem. This kid's channel is called I Do Voices.
Test your mind. Test your mind.
This is the Mortal Kombat song.
Is it?
Supposed to be.
Test your mind. Mortal Kombat.
Yes. Get you some, little fella.
The visual is almost better than the audio.
I know.
Oh, not almost. It's way better.
He does.
Johnny Cage. Get you some. Oh, man. That guy is gnarly.
Wow. Does that kid have a Twitter?
Maybe.
Because we might have to tag him in something.
I mean, I have something that is from deep into YouTube, and it is terrible audio. So mind your ears, ladies and
jeez.
gents. This is something you might have never heard of, but it is called Shitty Flute. All right? Okay?
I don't want to see the visual.
It's not.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
not.
I hope
there
there's-
is no visual.
This isn't an Urban Dictionary.
There is no visual. What this is some guy playing music you've heard of with a recorder as terrible as possible on purpose.
Okay.
Take on me, aha.
Yes. Just wait for it.
He's doing a great job.
And then when the, lyrics,
He's
and then when
doubling
the
up.
lyrics come in, he really hammers it.
Sounds like a calf is dying.
Yes. So that is Shitty Flute. And, dude, they just get better. And there's other stuff, too, that you can find that is just completely fucking wild. Like this version of Chop Suey, but every time they say up, it gets faster.
Oh, jeez.
Right? So there's like a version of Smash Mouth where every word is hey now, where all they say hey now. And it's like it's fucking ridiculous, dude. Deep into YouTube is a good one. Like look at midway through this song.
That's
But
ridiculous.
this is midway through the song. So there's just some wacky shit, dude. Deep into YouTube is a
Fucking
good
free time.
That's a good category, a good topic for the show, man. And yeah, please enjoy Shitty Flute.
Okay,
This-
so I was trying to look up how much you can make money-wise on YouTube.
Okay.
And from what I can find is that if you put a video out there and you get like 1 million views, you have the potential to make about $3,000.
That's pretty cool.
Potential. Now there's like, they have to watch at least, I think it's 30 seconds of your video, and then they have to click on an ad. That bumps the money up. Like if they click on an ad because of your video, the ad.
You drove them to that, yeah.
So
that's how those kids are fucking buying these mansions?
Right, but if that kind of math checks out, if you're getting, let's say, 1 million views on a video, and you make $1,000,
bam,
nothing to shake a stick at. That's fucking
that's
awesome.
a good day
for
whatever.
Who knows how long the video could be? Fucking a minute long.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if
you yelling at a duck,
in order to buy a house like that, I mean, you're talking you had to get like a couple 100 million views.
Yeah, but if you're popping out like fucking 2 videos a day
that are getting 1 million views,
as long
true,
as you
and
have
if they're
like
only
traction
a minute of your time. Right.
Or short little like, and then...
I don't know if those numbers check out or not.
Or it's like you unboxing a toy so other kids can watch.
That's what I thought of, was like, holy shit.
Again, it drives back to the idea of you starting a YouTube channel and parroting, making fun of these other kids doing these, like, today we're going to build a Lego fort.
Right. Now, that's a good one. I'm not knocking that idea.
I'm just saying, you could be that guy.
We also have the bird projects videos that we could put on our YouTube channel.
Gutter fight.
But what I was thinking about, I was talking to the wife, and I'm like, okay, so these people made a shit ton of money unboxing new toys. And their kids' reaction to it.
What if you're boxing old toys? Oh, mind blown.
That's not bad, but that's not where I went.
Okay.
My brain went, let's get new toys and take videos of our kids destroying them. Like just smashing the shit out of them, playing, blowing them up, throwing them against the wall, whatever, right?
But what if it doesn't catch on and you just are throwing money in a shitter?
Well, you got to have an angle to this.
It would be the kids destroying toys. That would be the angle.
But I mean, like, eventually you would we rented a wood chipper. But you don't know because it's off screen. You could be like, oh, look at this new fucking blah, da, da, ba, da.
Well, once the money starts flowing in, I'll buy a fucking wood chipper.
Yeah, but then
let's
they
have
just
some
kind of
fun.
like chuck it off screen and then it cuts to a wood chipper. Just
I could do that.
Like, you got to swap out different ways of destruction.
Like we would start very remedial, right? We'll flip the bicycle upside down and crank the pedals and get that back wheel moving, and then throw the toy into the spokes. Pow! Right? We're destroying a bike and the toy.
Mm.
That's good. That could be good. Good clickbait.
Just saying, firecracker. I mean, you got options.
Mm-hmm. We have a fire pit. We could get the fire going real good and just toss a toy in. This is what my kids played with this toy for 2 hours earlier, and this is their review, and we throw it in the fire pit.
You could take a spin on that. I mean, it'll be bigger for like kids to start watching it, like other kids on YouTube. But if you have a channel for the parents, where like, I bought this for my kid. He played with it 15 minutes. Now it's over here. Guess he doesn't want it.
Right.
And then, boom, destruction.
Hey, boy, throw this in the fire.
Destruction.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought
you
might
could be onto something. I mean,
trademark.
It could. It could already be out there.
Well, that's true. I didn't think about that.
But not your version.
Not my version. True.
Nothing would surprise me. I mean, my daughter also watches other kids playing with toys
or video games, or
right.
I think every kid.
I think that's the thing.
Everybody's kid does it now, at least once.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why, but that's what it is.
It blew my mind when it first like. What are you watching? Oh, he just got this toy. Okay. What are you watching? I'm watching him play with a toy. Okay.
Right. Now, I think the same thing, right?
Yeah.
But then I was at work last night, fucking around on YouTube, and I found a guy who gets paid to make videos unboxing new cell phone and other electronics, right?
He probably also has a store where he sells these things.
Maybe.
But he also, like...
But the way he talks on the videos is that's his job.
But like those
for that part.
The vape things, there are people on YouTube that are like, I just got this new vape.
Right.
Trying out this new juice.
Everybody's trying to get their 15 minutes. I get it. But this guy unboxed a phone. Okay. And what it is it's like this, right? But it's a double, and it flips out. So it's 2 screens next to each other.
All right.
And they both do either separate things, or you could turn it sideways and have one long...
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Oh, bro. So he flipped it upside down. He was watching a YouTube video on the top screen and then scrolling the comments and responding
on the bottom.
On the bottom.
Damn.
Then it flips in half
Welcome to 2019.
to where you can tent the phone on
Yeah,
the table,
where it
and we
stands
can
up.
both watch the same video at the same time.
Creepy.
And I'm thinking to myself, this is fucking amazing, right? It's probably a $2,000 phone or whatever the hell it's going to cost.
Ridiculous, yeah.
But I felt like the kids watching the unboxing of the toys. I'm like, God damn it. I'm the same thing.
If
This is it.
if the business model works.
Great story. Compelling and rich.
Got him.
Timing.
It's everything.
Damn you, Burgundy.
Yeah, timing is everything. You stay classy.
This new toy destruction videos, that doesn't sound bad, though. Sounds pretty solid.
It could be cool.
It could be a thing. I mean,
We get an action figure and it sucks, so the kid, like, I throw it up, the kid hits it with a baseball bat. Bam!
Oh, dude,
There we
there's
go.
plenty of those. You could go to like the little end cap at Walmart or Meijer and find something for like $2 that's
Right.
from Star Wars or
Some
something.
little whack toy.
Right, that nobody wants.
Mm-hmm.
the
Hey,
nephew.
look, Jar Jar Binks. No, it ain't.
Me so scared. I will say the nephew watches a video where this guy usually builds shit out of these giant Lego blocks and then takes a kettlebell and just fucking destroys whatever he made. So, I mean, it could be a thing.
Everybody's got different interests on the
This is
internet.
true.
So
And it might be a good excuse to get like a pellet gun or paintball gun, possibly later down the road. But, you might get some fun toys out of this.
I don't need an excuse.
Got a new weed
Those
whipper.
are fun.
Yeah, don't threaten me with a good time.
Mm-hmm. Weed whipper. I
mean-
do have one of those.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that'll
Like
work.
I said, it could be a thing.
But then you could be another thing, like you invent ways of destroying. That's
Yeah, yeah,
also
we
that
gotta-
could be like a separate channel.
Yeah. Well, I just say we gradually up the game,
Oh, yeah. You have to.
I mean, I'll
Gotta
keep
that
the
interest.
safety of the children.
Yeah, yeah.
Back away from the
It's all
explosion.
about it's all about the kids.
Wood chipper bad. Stay
Right.
over here.
Don't get your finger too close to that blade, young fella.
So I had a thought while driving today, before showing up for the recording of this wonderful episode. I did notice.
Fucking 83 episodes. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it hit you. There was nobody out. There's nobody driving. Like there was like 3 other cars on the road, whatever fucking street I went on. It was beautiful until I made it down towards our local mall. There was still nobody out there. It's always nice driving at night, warm out, get
Yeah.
the windows down,
Yep.
music going, just cruising.
Nobody on the road.
Except for these 2 wonderful gentlemen on crotch rockets.
Oh.
Now,
Were they being assholes or no?
one was doing a wheelie,
Okay. Well,
but he had the look of fear in his face while doing this. The thing about him was, I would say maybe 5'10". It's hard to tell when they're seated like that.
I didn't know they stack shit that high.
Exactly. He was about 350 pounds, though.
whoa.
Yeah. All decked out head to toe in camo, like shirt, pants.
Like he was trying to hide from that accident he was about to be in or
Exactly.
what?
But he had a backwards hat because, no helmet, but backwards hat. He was safe. So he's doing this wheelie, and he's going fucking slow. Like, usually when they do wheelies, they're cruising. He was doing maybe 30, 25 miles. Like, he was wobbly, look of fear in his face. I don't know about you two, but anytime I see somebody doing something stupid on a motorcycle, first thought yelling in my head is fall, fall, fall.
No, not mine. I don't want to see people get hurt like that.
Well, I'm just saying, if you're
If you're doing something stupid,
play
I
stupid
mean,
games, win stupid prizes.
you know.
Oh, I love that saying.
Oh, it's
But
a-
I still don't want.
I don't want to see anybody fall on a motorcycle
Yeah.
either, but I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
I think the
I
same
don't,
thing about
yeah, I would
people.
feel horrible after that 5 seconds of gloating in my head, like that motherfucker's down. Then I'm like, oh shit.
Hey, are
he's
you
down.
cool, bro?
Yeah.
Woo, that was awesome.
But you got one dude decked out in camo, 350 pounds, doing 25 miles an hour in a wheelie, wobbling like you're just scared for humanity. Now his boy, about 40 feet behind him, also doing about 25, but not doing any tricks, just looking scared shitless on this fucking
Did
motorcycle.
these guys just leave the dealership or something?
I don't know, but he was bigger than his buddy.
Whoa.
Yeah, he was easily in the 400-pound range. And, like, he looked wobbly armed, like he's first time on a bike. His buddy's doing a shitty fucking wheelie. I was just like, this is not what I want to see.
350 pounds, man. On a wheelie, I bet his back tire felt like his knees on any given day. you know. Just like, holy shit, man, that's a lot of
I
weight.
bet his back tire felt like
Meniscus.
Oh man, that was a good one. That was a good one.
But up until that point, I was in a good mood, right? But let me ask you this. Have you ever been out driving and just seen some absurd shit somebody was doing on a motorcycle?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen
All
dudes
the time.
riding wheelies on the freeway. That's bananas.
I've seen that, and I've seen motorcycles splitting lanes before. It's
That's
just-
huge
That's
out
dangerous.
west,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like, I know people who have split lanes on motorcycles. I won't say any names, but luckily they weren't injured or anything. And the person I saw doing it didn't get injured either. They made
That's
it
good.
through, but I was like, "Whoa, dude!"
That's the biggest. I'm all for motorcycles. People riding them, awesome.
right.
I would not want to ride one where other people are driving cars, especially with cell phones and stupid shit like that now, because nobody pays attention.
Yeah.
And that's fucking horrifying in my mind.
Yeah, I don't trust anyone on the road in a car.
I know.
No, me
Let
neither.
alone fucking like
Having been on a motorcycle out on the road,
Yeah.
the first thing I always do is look for cars with windows up. I'll say it until I'm blue in the face. Because if your windows are up, that means your air's on, radio's up.
you're not
That's
looking
two
around.
more distractions
Yeah.
not listening to me go by you. So, yeah, no.
Could be like Rick and having our own personal concert going on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for sure, bro.
We know about you and New
I don't
Kids on the
even
Block.
really have hair, but I keep a brush in my car just for a microphone while I'm driving.
Had it since '84.
Vintage.
Classic.
If it's not broke, don't fix it.
So, being that we're shift lanes here real quick, being that we're completing the process of the full crossover,
Right.
one of the things we like to do over at Guido and the Guy in the Glass Bottom Boat Studio with Captain Shaquille
Oh yeah,
is
Captain Diesel, Dr. Diesel.
Mr. Guido and his famous tag groups.
Oh, yeah.
This guy,
That's a thing.
You've been on our show before back in last
Yeah.
year.
Yep.
We discovered you were too fat to be shifty, all the good things. We even had a missing episode involving you
This is
Oh,
true.
yeah, that's
and some very personal stories.
probably a good one to hit the cutting room floor.
Maybe.
Was not go for hot mic.
So that being said, now over at Guido and the Guy, your thing, the tag groups are the new thing.
Right.
And I don't know about you, but I laugh my ass off when this guy tells me every time we get together, he's got new fucking tag groups.
The internet provides, John. The internet provides.
Facebook is an amazing place for these tag groups. I'm a fan. And to the point where at our last show, you said you're only joining them now so we can talk about them for the
Right.
most part, right?
Exactly. So, I mean, there's tons of them.
Yes.
So you want me to throw a
I
couple
was
out
thinking
there?
if you wanted to throw a couple. I have
Okay.
one that I joined that I'd like to say because I think it's fucking
Go ahead.
funny.
Put it out there.
Oh, well, go ahead. You're already loaded up. Give me a second.
So one of the newer ones, and it's not quite as clever or as funny as some of the other things, but is, did this work? Are they married? Let's see. There are some really good ones. I'm trying to look for a funny one.
Okay.
How about that's a lot of words for I've never made a girl orgasm before?
So the one I joined is called I'm having a hard time believing you're the sperm that won. But okay.
Well, that's a solid title.
Here's another one I think is funny. It's not vulgar, but it's still funny. Nice to see you didn't throw your money away on a frivolous education. Yeah, there's some really, really good ones, and some of them are completely vulgar. Like this one, just for no reason. You know how the asterisk on the front and the end connotates action, right? Unhinges butthole like a snake's jaw. Haven't really found a good spot to tag that one in, but you never
That's
know.
horrifying, but okay.
Right. Yeah.
It's just funny. The reason I bring it up is he was doing one of his trollings earlier today on Facebook, which you're so good at.
Oh, yeah.
And it popped up on my feed because he had commented on this particular
Tag group.
Right. And so I started following along with the comments, and I'm reading them, and I'm laughing my ass off, and he's dropping tag groups, and other people are dropping tag groups, and this one clown on there was just being ridiculously pathetic. So his responses were gold alone. And then he got blocked or something.
Yeah, he
something
got
happened.
blocked,
He ended up vacating. So I'm reading these comments and shit. I'm going to say 15, 20 minutes go by, and then my messenger blows up from him, and it's screenshots of the conversation. Like, bro, check this shit out. I'm like,
because
I've already seen it.
he's always talking about how, he's a fan. He thinks it's hilarious.
I love it.
So anytime I get into one of those conversations with someone, I just screenshot it and send it to him. He
very
seems to like
considerate
it.
of you.
Oh, yeah.
So-
And
sometimes
usually
it's
I'm
pretty good.
left wanting more. I'm
It's
like,
kind of
where
funny
did
that
this
it's
go?
like the call to arms to everybody. Like, oh, you got to see this and jump in. There's got to be some gold in there.
There were some good ones, man.
It was that comment thread. I'm
yeah.
scrolling through, and I just started applying to all these tag groups. Like, fuck it, let's see if they'll let me in.
It was pretty good.
Like how people used to do back in the day with online gaming, like Xbox, PlayStation, where you'd make friends just from playing games.
Right.
And they'd be like solid friends for years. Have
But you never meet 'em.
Yeah. Have you made any friends from these tag groups?
No, not from the tag groups.
No.
You don't see like repeat names popping up with comments and the
No,
no,
not
Okay.
really. It happened in other Facebook groups I'm in that aren't for this purpose, like sports memorabilia groups, other stuff like that. It's happened.
More serious content,
Yeah,
a little less insanity.
right. Exactly. Where you're actually trusting people to send you a very high price item for either the money that you sent them
Or the
one
item.
that you sent
Yeah.
their way. Right. So then, you're like, hey, this person is trustworthy. They might be all right.
Mm-hmm.
Friend request. Hey, they have a family and they don't look like a giant douche. So, yeah, I mean, that's happened. But not
I'm going to
from-
give
not
you
from the
3
tag
stars
group.
just
Yeah.
based on that. So,
But it's not that it couldn't happen.
Yeah.
It just hasn't yet.
Okay. Now, you were kind of big in the collectibles game.
Yeah, I want.
Memorabilia.
I did hold up 1 second. I want these people
Okay.
from CHC to hear this too, because I started my own tag group.
Uh-oh.
Right?
2 of them.
Yeah, but the one that I'd rather have people join because I think it's funnier.
Yes, if you're
and
listening
you-
and you want to be involved in this nonsense.
You probably know someone that this fits perfectly. So the tag group is this person looks like they smell bad. ... like Post Malone.
I've seen you tag that
Yeah.
multiple times.
Well, that's because it's my own group. So please come hither.
I'm a member. I haven't used it yet, but I'm getting there. Much like watching movies, I'm going to start
yeah.
getting into the tag game.
It's just funny to hop on someone's post when they put some
Just
proud
tag
moment.
that on there.
No, just like some proud moment of their kid, and you just tag that child didn't say that. It's just fun.
Fair enough.
All right, sorry. But yes, I was big into the collectibles game for sports memorabilia. Now my collection is nothing.
What was your prized piece of your collection?
So there's different types of helmets, right? Different styles, different color types, whatever. So this particular one was a speed helmet, and the color type was a blaze, which are a little more rare.
Okay.
It was a New York Giants, and it had Lawrence Taylor on it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that one was pretty sweet. It was a red matte finish Giants helmet with LT on it.
Very nice.
Signature, or was there like a little message written to it?
No inscription, just
Okay.
just a signature.
Good luck with the face, kid.
Basically. Exactly. No, one of his inscriptions that he does a lot, though, is either I was a bad motherfucker or LT was a bad motherfucker. He signs that a lot. People
I mean,
want
you
him
can't
to
really
put that.
argue that, though.
No, you can't.
That'd be
I
like,
think if I was him, I'd write, "Did you see that leg?
Yikes.
Holy yikes!"
Yeah.
God.
But from what I have left, what I kept,
Yeah.
the most prized possession of mine, and it's definitely worth the most, which still isn't much, but I got a Barry Sanders mini helmet.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so it's got an autograph. It does have a reputable certificate of authenticity, but also a picture of him signing it.
That always helps.
Yeah.
Because I know for a while there was a lot of phonies going around.
There's always a lot of phonies going around.
Do you think, okay, for the picture of Barry Sanders signing that helmet, do you think they took a picture of every helmet he signed, or just one picture of him signing a helmet, and then he signed like 100 of them, and
Well,
then they sold them
In
with
this,
that one picture?
it's hard to
That's-
tell.
Yeah.
I mean, but for the most part, when you see the picture, this one is different than most because it's him sitting at a table, you know. But most of them, you'll get your picture of them signing, and they'll be standing there, and they what looks like racks with bowling balls on them, but there's just tons of helmets, and they have one in their arm, and they're signing it.
That's what I mean.
You know,
yeah.
so
But a lot of time with those, it'll be like either a store or a certain group putting it on, and they'll
Yeah.
have like a drop banner in the background with their company logo. And
yep,
that's how you
and
know
it's usually
from.
either Beckett. I can't
Beckett,
remember what
that's a big name.
I can't remember what the guy's initials stand for, but JSA is another one, and it's a guy's name, something association, and then Radke Sports is another big one, and Fanatic is another one. But then also some players have their own hologram that goes on their signature as well.
like a seal of authenticity.
Yeah, that's
right,
crazy
for the
shit.
player one and for the company that's
Mm-hmm.
putting it on.
What would you say the most money through memorabilia per sport would be? Which sport do you think would be the most?
Baseball.
Baseball.
Hands
for
down,
sure.
baseball.
Yeah, I mean, because there's so much shit where players that are dead and are super famous signed that's still out there.
And a lot of players that didn't do a lot of autographs.
Right.
If you actually get a legitimate autograph from that person, it's like, oh, well, it's like, say, Sammy Sosa, when he was going for like the home run record, signing everything left and right because Sammy Sosa. Everyone
Right.
wants something signed because he's about to break the record. But if you jump back to like, say, the Black Sox, when they threw the World Series, if you got like Shoeless Joe Jackson who signed something who was pretty much illiterate, didn't know how to read or write, so he didn't sign very much.
Right.
If you have a legitimate, like in Shoeless Joe Jackson, your kids are going to college
Right.
without worry.
Okay, what do you think is worth more as far as an autograph would be? A guy sitting at a table at a meet and greet signing a helmet and you buy the helmet, okay, I got a picture. Or say
You're
Steph
walking through the mall with the samurai sword.
No, like
How do you not get his autograph?
or like Steph Curry signs his tennis shoe after a game and gives it to you.
I would say
it's
the
on
tennis
camera?
shoe as long as it was on camera.
Yep. Anything game used is
That's
always
huge. Yeah.
worth more. It doesn't even have to be signed. If like you were one of those people, you remember Dennis Rodman used to always take off his jersey.
Yeah.
If you were one of those people,
Doing
not
good.
millions,
No,
but
but
you're gonna
thousands.
get
Right,
yeah, you're
right.
gonna get way more than you would for like the Rodman jersey I have. It's like a China jersey. You know, it's
Replica or
yeah,
whatever
they're
they call it. Yeah.
sewn on numbers and name
Yeah.
and shit, but it's not. It's basically just for framing.
Mm-hmm.
Like the football versions of the. Well, I only have one left, but it's a Tampa Bay Buccaneers Mike Evans, right? Looks authentic, even though it's not. But like the front of it has nothing, no numbers, no badge, nothing.
It's just the back
of
with
it,
the number and the
yep,
name.
and then the sleeves too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's another reason why the game used is always going to be more. But then you have I mean, like you said, takes off his shoe, boom.
Yeah.
Especially if something big happened in that game.
Oh, yeah.
Even if it's like, let's say the caliber of player, does that determine?
Oh, absolutely.
Too, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
you know,
Absolutely.
I know it would
Like a
determine
Michael
the value,
Jordan
but
versus a rookie who has
like
really
Michael
good name.
Jordan sitting at a table and he signs a basketball for you and you take a picture with him. Or Miguel Cabrera signs his jersey after a game and hands it to you.
Yeah, you're going to want the Cabrera jersey.
Yeah.
Right. Or even over a Michael Jordan autograph. Just example. I'm just trying
Yeah,
to pick two,
probably, yeah.
names that would be recognizable. That's all. Huh.
The collectible world is a crazy place.
I have to think with like comic books related collectibles
Oh, yeah.
right now, especially with autographs on them, are
Oh,
probably
yeah.
like Stan Lee's probably got to be number one.
It jumped huge.
Right.
It jumped about
And he signed a
$600
lot,
in
though.
value. This is true. But
He signed a lot.
it also depends on what comic book it was and the particular grade
Yeah.
quality of that comic book. Like if you have, say, Incredible Hulk 181, it's the first full appearance of Wolverine. So if you have that signed by Stan Lee in a good condition, you're doing great. If you have it signed by Stan Lee in a crappy condition, you're still doing better than most. But if you have like a comic that came out yesterday, signed by a big name, well, say like the day before he died,
Okay.
that might hold weight because it's like, oh, he signed this like the day before he died. It was one of his last signatures. That holds some weight. And it all depends on, because there's different types of collectors in the comic book realm. Like if it's a big comic book, they print it multiple times. So they'll have
Okay.
like
Yeah, you
original
want the
printing,
first
then
run.
a second printing, then a third. But some go after like the fifth and sixth printings because they don't print that many after that.
Right.
Because they've already print 500,000. It's like, all right, we'll throw another like 3,000 and spread them around. But then there's only 3,000 of those books. Yeah, it's a weird game.
You said that was Wolverine's first appearance in
Yep.
Incredible Hulk.
Right.
First
Wolverine
full-
is a Marvel character.
Yes.
X-Men are Marvel characters.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Why weren't they tied into the Avengers?
Licensing.
So the comic book world is a roller coaster.
Were they tied in a lot in the comic book world? The X-Men?
This story?
Right.
There was...
This was way before he became X-Men. He was just going to be a villain, and then they threw him on Alpha Flight,
Yep.
which is the Canadian X-Men.
Because Logan is Canadian.
He's Canadian. He's a proud Canadian.
Okay.
And then eventually, in, say, late 80s, early 90s, they were scrambling because book sales were low. They got to, hey, we got to do something drastic like, hey, let's kill Superman.
The movies
Right.
were starting to...
Well, when the movies first started kicking in, then it started jumping off more and more and more because it hit a bigger
but
audience.
he's talking like early 90s.
Early 90s, yeah, it was a bad time for comics.
Right. What I'm saying is they were watching the other superhero movies start to
Well, this is
be
where I'm
made and
this
shit,
is where I'm going
and they
with it.
weren't doing
So
it
in the
yet.
early 90s, before all the superhero movies, like it was based on comic book sales. Like Marvel was almost going bankrupt. DC asked Marvel to buy everything from them. They were going to combine. Marvel was like, fuck off. But then,
Boy, imagine if that would have went through.
then Batman or Superman is benchmark for superhero movies.
Yeah.
Christopher Reeve, right? That did well. So in light of this, DC's like, fuck it, roll the dice, let's do Batman. Batman hit. Then all these studios started buying up licensing.
Mm-hmm.
So one studio might buy, say, Spider-Man. A different studio might buy X-Men. So that conflict of interest for the movies.
That's what happened.
That is exactly what happened. But then the mouse decided to go and collect all the stones.
Yep. He got him.
So we will see.
But yeah, like the whole movie saga that just played out, I think they call it the Infinity Saga. What are they calling it?
I think so. It's
Something
phase
like that.
1 through 3.
Right, but the box set that they've said they're
Yeah, I
going
think
to
it's
come
the
out with.
Infinity Saga. I think that was fan made, but I think they're
Right.
going with
Okay.
it though.
Okay, even if not, whatever.
Yeah.
We'll call it that for the sake
Shits
of
and
this
gigs.
conversation.
Yeah.
The Fantastic Four and characters related to them were a huge part of this,
Monstrous.
which they didn't get to use at
They
all.
had to replace different characters with other characters to fit
Right.
those roles.
Like one of the seminal moment in the story, in the comic books, was different in the movies, which I know you haven't seen Infinity War, and I'm not even going to give a spoiler because it's been out
spoilers
for a
here.
year. But Thanos fucks everybody up
Yep.
in outer space, and then
Like
Heimdall,
everybody.
right? Everybody,
Like Thor, Captain America, he just fucking
Everybody.
without breaking a sweat.
right? Basically, and then Heimdall still does the magic, the rainbow carpet ride, the rainbow road,
Transports and
right? Someone to Earth, right? And he goes crashing through what's called Sanctum Sanctorum. That's where Doctor Strange is. It's supposed to be Silver Surfer.
Yep.
In the movie, it's Hulk. That's a big difference.
That
I mean,
is.
but, that's
But since they didn't have the rights to the Silver Surfer,
Right.
they can't use them.
Now, why don't the people that own the rights to the characters they're not using just collaborate with them for sake of making money?
Because superhero movies are doing fantastic right now. So if I own the rights to say fucking shits and giggles Howard the Duck,
Right.
right? And I'm like, we're bringing them back.
Right.
And you're fucking Disney, and you're like, hey, we want to include Howard the Duck. Can we buy him off you? I'm like, fuck you. I'm making a Howard the Duck movie and fucking pulling in that money for me. But since it's Disney, they just go, well, how about we buy your parent company?
And then you don't make your movie.
That's
Yep.
how they got Spider-Man.
Yep, it is.
They threatened to pretty much buy, was it Sony?
Okay, but if I'm Disney and I'm like, hey, why don't you collaborate
Well,
with me
Sony
in my
Pictures,
movie,
not-
and that'll
Sony
lead
Pictures,
into
excuse me.
your movie.
But they were going to buy Sony
Right.
everything just
Everything.
to get Spider-Man,
Yep.
which was fucking crazy, but they can.
But now I think
Then-
they do have X-Men, don't they?
Disney just bought Hulu,
Yeah, they just bought
didn't they?
everything. They did. They
That's
just
fucked up,
2024. It's official, but they just made a deal for the last 30% of Hulu. So that's going to be the base.
Does
They're-
Disney already own Marvel?
Yes,
Yes, and Star Wars.
and Star Wars.
Just
so
in
they
case
could
you
just,
forgot.
They could take the Marvel universe to Hulu exclusively.
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus.
Oh, is that what it
but
is?
Hulu is their operating system or however coding, whatever, is going to be the framework for the Disney Plus. That's why they bought it.
And ESPN Plus.
And ESPN Plus and
Because
all
Disney
the
owns
brands.
them
They
too.
also Disney owns Times Square. Just throwing that out there. That chunk of land, that all those business, they own it. Disney does not fuck around.
No.
How
They
come
own
nobody
you.
mentions Disney when they talk about the richest of rich Illuminati type
Mickey
conspiracy
Mouse.
theory?
Mickey fucking Mouse is the fucking president of the Illuminati.
No, that's why. That's why, bro. It's just cute little Mickey Mouse,
Yeah.
bro.
Nobody's
That's
buying
what it
that
is.
shit anymore. Get out of here.
Well, you're not. You
No.
brought your tinfoil hat over. This is a full crossover.
Right.
Awesome. Alex Jones moment.
Well, no, but I mean, you hear like, okay, Rothschild,
Oh, yeah.
all the names that you hear when people talk about that, but they
Well-
never slide Disney in there, and Disney owns everything almost.
That's why they don't talk about it. It's because they own them.
Right.
They
so
own the
Disney
networks.
owns the
Right.
table that the Illuminati sits at.
Right.
Well, the media,
they own the real estate.
They own real estate. They own media outlets.
So they're just like, just don't talk
Yeah,
about
I
Yeah,
it.
mean,
pretty
like
much. There's
ABC and everything
Yeah.
covered under that umbrella.
here's a
including
list of things you
ESPN.
don't talk
Right.
about, and you don't say bad things about Disney.
Isn't that crazy?
Don't speak out
Isn't that
against the
shit crazy?
family, dude. It's been in the. Come on. Everybody knows that.
Well, until I'm
Don't
a
be
part of that
Fredo.
family.
Don't be
I
don't be
always knew it was
Fredo.
you, Fredo. I always knew it was you, Goofy. Bro, plus
Gosh.
it's like the Disneyland, bro. That's what people think of when they think of
Oh, yeah.
Disney. They
They
don't
think of the cartoons, they
yeah.
think of the characters.
and and Wonderland and Cinderella's Castle and Animal Kingdom and Magic Kingdom and Epcot Center. That's the shit they think about. They don't think of evil corporation.
all the pots they have their hands in, you know,
Their propaganda machine has worked perfectly.
they have a squeaky clean image, and that's all you need.
Which is extremely rare for
Oh, yeah.
the reputation that Walt Disney holds years and years later. And we'll end that there.
Yeah, before.
They'll pick it up on Guido and the guy.
Right.
Yep.
I don't even know about that on there.
Don't want to get zucked.
We got to come up with a name for that, for Disney, instead of Zuck. Well, does Disney own Facebook? Is that?
Not yet.
No,
No,
not
not yet.
yet.
They probably
Okay.
have a chunk of it though.
I wouldn't be
they're-
surprised.
They're probably in on it. Yeah, why not?
Man, that's crazy.
Oh, you're going to publicly trade your company?
I'm going to publicly own that shit.
I'll buy just under
Yeah.
control.
Hey, Mr. Mouse just bought 12 million shares. Huh.
Mr. Mouse. That is the reason, though, man. It's because of the things that are called to mind when you think of Disney. They're not evil.
Yeah,
Right,
there's no
absolutely.
negative connotation to.
It's somebody having the biggest moment of their life and winning the Super Bowl and saying,
Where
I'm
you going?
going to Disney World
Oh, yeah.
or whatever the fuck it's Land or World, whichever one.
Whichever one.
Yeah. It's not evil Jew Rothschild or
Wow.
give me your Jew gold. It's not that.
Yeah, no, I wasn't
Koch
trying.
brothers,
I wasn't
you know,
trying to
that's not
compare
those-
the two. I was just
Soros,
saying nobody
the
ever brings
boogeyman.
that name in that conversation ever.
Probably because they were told not.
When you talk about money, you know,
Oh, yeah, but they're monstrous.
that's crazy. Yeah, they
In
print
size.
money.
Oh, yeah,
Shit.
they do.
They'll own the NFL soon, I bet.
They probably already have a stake in it. I mean, they own
It's
ABC,
already-
so and there's broadcasting rights, so they're already affiliated.
We're gonna buy your company today. Here's a check.
What if?
They buy the XFL.
No, what if they own a team in the XFL?
Oh, dude. That would be something. Well, doesn't Disney own the Angels?
Yes, Anaheim. Yeah,
So they own a sports franchise. And they have two of the best young players in baseball.
Trout.
And they have Ohtani, too. Yeah, but Trout and Andrelton Simmons, dude, that guy's fucking ridiculous.
because they got the money for it.
So Disney owns a baseball team, and then the city of Green Bay owns the Packers.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
We need more stories like that.
Like the city of Green Bay owning the Packers.
Yeah, or not Disney
Could the
owning the
people
Angels,
of
but
Detroit
it's
do
still,
any worse than the Fords with the Lions? I don't think
Probably
so.
not. No,
Right.
I think they would improve.
Dude, I think you could have taken any Monday morning quarterback and he could have fucked things up less than Millen. Matt Millen,
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
he made so many what the fuck picks where even if you're just listening to what the guys in your local area are saying on the radio, every single one of them was making more fucking sense than your general manager. I mean, he fucking tanked the franchise. Anyone could have done better than that.
I agree.
But the people of Green Bay are not the GM.
No, they're not.
No,
But,
that's part of it, right? You moved to Green Bay, or is it like the people that were there own the shares? Like I couldn't
I
move
don't
to
know
Green
exactly
Bay
how it
tomorrow,
works.
right?
I don't know the
right
logistics
Okay.
of all this, but
I always thought it was cool that they
yeah, I
own the
think it's
team.
sweet.
yeah,
Shit.
plus, isn't Lambeau supposedly like right in the middle of a neighborhood?
It's somewhere weird.
Sounds
from
like
what
it
I
should
recall.
be.
Yeah.
just from what I know of Green Bay.
Yeah, it's not like a downtown. But isn't Buffalo's, the Bills?
I don't know, man.
I think their old one was like that too. Not 100%.
Buffalo's not that big of an area, really.
It is not.
So
But
I have been there,
I have too.
but I did not go to the stadium.
Me neither.
I was
Don't
there
blame
for work. There
Me
was
too.
A plant there I had to go. Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say about that.
that's all I'm going to say about that.
Working on the chain gang.
Kind of, yeah. What else do we have to go over? There was something else besides the beer. We haven't done that
We
yet,
haven't
but
done- I have a Florida man story.
that
I
was it.
have a
Amazing.
quick little story pulled off of our Facebook group about Uno and that bullshit.
Let's do that one.
Because
That's an age-old
that
conversation.
hits everybody.
Yep.
Let's be honest. Let's bring it up here.
Okay, so the article is, can you play a draw 2, was it a draw 2 on a draw 4?
Yeah.
Or a draw 4 on a 2?
Both.
Okay.
And also stacking draw 4s or stacking draw 2s.
Or skips or reverse, like
Exactly.
anything. From what you know about playing the game of Uno, how do you play it? Can you stack like that? Like if I play a draw 4 on you, can you play a draw 4 on that and make him draw 8? Or draw 4, you steal
Yeah.
the move
Draw-
almost.
Well, I would still
you
have
pass
to draw 4.
No. So what a lot of people...
So
much
that's how
like-
you play.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was more of a home rule type thing, depending on who you played with.
Right.
But if, let's say, John drops a draw 4 on you, if you had a draw 4, you could slap it down without paying any penalty, and then now I have to draw 8. Unless I have a draw 2 or a draw 4, then I can just keep that momentum building, and eventually someone has to pick up like 63 cards.
But you would have to have a draw 2 of the color, because if you have a draw 4 as a wild, you got to call it.
But let's say you call it, and then I have a draw 2 of that color, bam, and it keeps the cycle going.
Okay.
I've played that pretty much my whole life.
I'm pretty sure that's how I've always played.
Yeah.
That's not how we do it.
According
You're
to,
shaking your head no. You guys didn't stack either?
well, like, what about reverses? The same thing. Like, I hit a reverse, goes to you, you drop a reverse, and it's just me and you throwing down cards, and like fuck everyone else at the table.
Yeah, that's legal.
Okay. But this
The
is
way
like,
we
same
the way we
concept,
play.
but with the draw cards.
Right, but we just don't stack it. Like I said, I'd have to draw 4,
But then
and
you
then I
could
could play it,
Okay.
and then you draw 4.
Right. You're doing it to make him draw 4 and change the color
Yep.
instead of drawing 8. But you would still get to change the color.
So
The official ruling.
yeah,
Right.
they threw down this ruling on Twitter. Funny
Oh
enough.
shit.
Yeah. It's
Gotta
a hard,
be for real.
It's a hard truth, but I mean, people might have to accept it or just play by the home rules. So the card company issued a post on Twitter confirming that the move has in fact been illegal all along.
Read the rules, you fucking dummies. Sincerely, Parker Brothers.
But it's like playing Monopoly or something, right? There's always home rules.
Oh yeah.
There's always going to be home rules.
Yep.
I'm
Once-
trying to think if there was any different rules. Monopoly.
Is
like,
the
you
rule
know,
of Monopoly you have to go around the board once before you can buy property?
Yes, that is the official rule.
Okay.
There are home rules where you can buy it right off the get.
That's how we always
Another
played.
one is if you land on free parking, you don't collect anything. It's just free. You get like $100, I think, instead of getting the whole pot of all the fines that people have paid.
Then how do you get the pot?
That just goes to the bank. You're
Whack.
paying the fine.
that's the
yeah.
government version of Monopoly.
Whack. So again, there's always home rules, but I have always played where if you have a draw card, somebody throws one down. If it's a draw 4, slap another draw 4.
So is it just illegal to stack it, or I can't even play my it's bad
illegal.
the way I did it too?
It's illegal. Like say I throw a draw 4.
Right.
And John goes, I have a draw 2, the same color. Bop. Now you're drawing 6. They're saying, nuh-uh.
But if you play the draw 4
Yep.
and he draws 4 and then he plays 1, is that a good move? And then it's on
As long
me?
as it's a color match.
They didn't speak to that
draw 4 is
specifically.
wild.
Oh, you're talking another. I
Every
thought you
color.
meant a draw 2.
No.
Okay.
But there are also people that if I throw that down, he just has to draw 4, and that's his turn. Then now it's your turn. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's all about the home rules.
The drawing of the cards is your turn?
Yes.
I don't think I ever played like that.
No, because anytime you
played like
pick up
that
a card,
before.
if you can play it, you play that one.
Right. Because you would keep drawing until you can play a card.
Right.
Yeah.
And then that's the end of your turn.
I've played it where you couldn't, but I think
Well, no, if it's
legal
draw 4, you would just draw 4.
legal rules. If you draw 4, you can play. I think if one of the 4 you drew were one of them, not if you had one in your hand.
Huh.
But again,
Interesting. I didn't realize there was that
different
many rules.
strokes. Oh,
Yeah.
Well, a game as easy as draw 4. That'd be like getting a list of rules to Jenga. Like, come on. Or Connect 4.
There probably is a
know?
list of rules for Jenga.
We have some house rules.
Yeah, do
You know, well, you have to go. I might be official. You have to go at least 4 levels.
You have to
down
say
from
that.
the top.
You have to be like, well, that might be official, and
It
everyone's
might
like,
be.
okay, well, he said it might be official.
Yeah, well, you got to go 4 levels down from the top. You can't go any closer than the top. Well, technically, I guess 3. You know, you have to. There has to be at least 3 levels above
3
where you're
full
pulling
rows.
from.
3
Right,
levels of
okay.
separation, just so you're not pulling from the top every time.
Right. 3 levels of Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, but who's the dick that does that?
Dude, sometimes it's a good play if there's still 3 up there.
Yeah, it's a good play, but it doesn't mean it's fucking right.
Did you see the video of the dog that pulls the Jenga piece out from the
Yes.
bottom
Yeah.
of the
like
tower?
a boss, the little puppy.
And fucking takes
Yep.
it and walks away? Or I wonder if there's alternate rules to Connect 4.
Ooh.
Like how
See,
how
this is
else
opening
could
up a
you-
whole new
yeah, how
world.
else could you play Connect 4 aside from you have to get 4 in a row and that's the rule?
I would say
You know.
there's probably a drinking game based off Connect 4.
Ooh, like Chardy McDennis.
Full circle, folks.
All right, let's see.
Well done.
For Jenga, the first player builds the initial construction. It consists of 18 floors, 3 wooden bars on each floor. On one floor, the wooden bars are placed parallel. On the next floor, perpendicular. The right of the first move is given to the builder. Okay. The main task of the player is to pull out a bar from any floor except the top layer and the previous one.
Okay, so you only have to go 2 up.
2 up.
And we play
So you're
3.
just putting in a little bit more tension in this.
Yeah.
So you have to have one full row of 3 bars, and then the top row, which for the first move would be 3 bars. But then after
Right.
you pull your bar, you put it up there. Now
Then
you
now
only have to
that's-
have
okay.
a row of 3 and then 1.
So it constantly keeps going up as you.
Right. So you could pull from that second full row if you really wanted to.
Yeah, see, that's whack. So that's why we do it the other
The
way.
rules.
You do 3 full rows, not counting the top row.
The rules
Gotcha.
prohibit the use of both hands pulling out, pushing, or correcting a bar.
Mm-hmm.
The player
I
has to
didn't know
wait
that.
10 seconds, and after that can pull out a new bar. So if I pull one, you have to wait 10 seconds, give it time to the wobbles. Let's see. In case the tower crashes, the
We
player
never do
loses
that
the
either.
game, and it's considered over.
And you have to chug your drink if you're playing with me.
35-second keg stand. Go.
My goodness. I mean, I can drink with the best of them, but if I did a 35-second keg stand, I'd come down from there drunk. And
Yeah,
then
you come
down there
immediately
half
throw up
fish.
foam.
You'd be done.
Well, speaking of drink, let's go there.
Do you know how to,
Dance.
a little life hack, how to chug a bottle of beer faster? The bendy straw?
Yes, I seen that.
Yes.
So you
I've been
put a-
doing that thing for years.
you
It
put a-
works.
Bendy straw in, and then you bend it over the side, hold it down with your finger, take a drink, and the air will escape through the straw, so it'll just cascade down.
Yep, it pours. No, like,
Yep.
glug, glug, glug.
No air
just
bubble
pours
Wow.
right.
lips.
It's
It's
like,
just straight.
yeah.
Then there's
It's
the
kind of like bonging it or shotgun. It's like
Yeah.
we used to call it shotgun, basically.
Before they
Same
were
thing.
poking holes in cans? Or around
Yeah.
the same time they
No,
were still
same
doing
time.
that?
We
Okay.
just figured out how to do it
for
with
the
bottles.
bottle.
Yeah. Figured out? Somebody showed you how?
Figured
or
out.
you were like, look what I found.
Not me.
Who was drinking their beer through a straw? How Canadian are they?
No one. No one
Yeah,
was
they were just
drinking it
like,
through
hey.
a straw.
Tiffany's using a straw in her beer bottle. And somebody was like, wait a minute.
She fucked up, missed the straw, and just slammed the beer, and everybody was like, whoa, Tiffany, what are you doing tomorrow night?
Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Not chugging beer with you pussies.
Damn.
Let's get it on.
She apparently went to state.
That's fair.
Well, man,
If the couch burns, am I right?
that is a prerequisite for all incoming freshmen.
I think so.
Couch burning 080.
So tonight you brought over Shorts Brew Publican Porter,
I did.
a London-style porter. I've seen this in the stores. I'm pretty sure we haven't had it on the show.
I'm pretty convinced we haven't. It
But
does not
again-
seem familiar, but we're on 83, and we've had
83,
multiple
right.
beers on many shows.
For all I know, it could have been the night him and Bill Fears were here.
Bendy
Yikes.
Banana.
Skeet.
Salvation Army. That's all you need to know, folks. So, Publican Porter from Shorts Brewing is a London Double Imperial Porter. It's an 8.2%er.
Whoa.
Yeah. Again, I stopped looking. I just look at the images on the bottle. It's a full-flavored Imperial Porter with a black opaque color that leaves a pleasing dark brown lace. Rich decadent aromas of espresso entice the senses, eventually giving way to some subtle biscuit-like tones. The use of heavily roasted malt imparts tasty flavors of burnt coffee and dark chocolate, accompanied by a suitable and pleasant bitterness. Somebody got their money's worth when they wrote that
Yeah,
description.
no shit.
They really like this beer.
This
Yeah.
way, yeah, right. They're on the payroll.
I do get the chocolate, a little bit of the biscuity type taste.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I feel like I should be shoveling snow or something with this beer, or like
This is a
skiing
more
with the or
winter-
sledding. You know,
yeah.
like this doesn't feel like a.
It's a heavier
spring
one
beer.
too. Yeah. It's definitely not a spring.
As much as we want to avoid it, I think we're gonna be inundated with IPAs.
Oh, it's
and,
that time of the
you
year.
know, stuff like that. So
Oh, it's coming up.
we got to get ready for it.
So I have a question because I'm not a big craft beer guy.
We probably have a half-ass answer.
How do you walk up to a bar, order something called an Imperial Stout, and not feel like a giant D-bag?
I think you would feel worse if you were like, "Can I get that double New England IPA, sir?"
Oh, okay.
I mean, you got there's other options, but it depends also on the bar. If you walk into like a corner fucking bar
Can I get a Shirley
in
Temple?
Detroit, yeah, Virgin, please.
They're only virgin.
I'll just have a club soda. Yeah, I don't know. I
I was joking.
That's enough.
dude.
Well,
I was
I thought it was a legit question.
yeah, me too.
Well, when you go to the Guinness factory,
Ask them.
when you walk up to that giant bar up at the top,
Hey,
and
Seamus.
you're going to get your free pint, be like, "Hey, Seamus," and she turns around and she's like, "I'm a lady," and you're like, "Damn." Whap.
Nice beard, lady.
Then you can ask for that fucking double imperial New England style, and just keep rambling off.
I don't really like Guinness. I'm going to ask for a car bomb and hope they can make it work.
Dude, I would not doubt you'd be the first person to ask.
Oh, yeah. There's no way. There is no way I'd be the first one that ever asked them that.
I'm not really a fan of Guinness myself, personally.
Yeah, but
but
if
I
you do
am
a
a
car
fan.
bomb, man, it really tastes like
A car bomb.
chocolate milk with a
Oh, it
bite.
does.
It's so weird. Chalky milk, bro.
I think they're called Black and Tans.
Yeah, that's a Guinness and a Bass, right?
Yeah. There's also a Black and Blue, where you take
PBR.
that would be rough.
Yeah.
Oh, what is it?
Blue Moon.
Blue Moon. Yeah, that is fucking delightful.
and Guinness.
Guinness. Yeah.
And it's layered too, right?
Yeah, they put
pour it
the-
over the spoon or whatever.
Yeah, they put I think it's the Guinness first. No, they do the Blue Moon first, and then they pour Guinness over a spoon so it kind of dissipates, and then it just kind of 2 layers of deliciousness. Oh, it's delightful.
In a drink or a shot?
In a fucking pint.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Give me a PBR.
Yeah. There's a company that that makes those too. They sell them bottled. But
Oh,
it's
really?
not Guinness and Bass, you know.
Not
But
name brand.
Right. It's called Mississippi Mud.
Oh, hey-oh.
Okay. I've
Don't
seen
look that up on the Urban Dictionary.
Don't
but
do
if you
that, no.
Look it up in the beer aisle. It's basically a black and tan.
All right. It's good to know.
Yeah, I'm wondering how long
Yeah.
this Publican Porter has sat on the shelf.
It's the Dr. K of, if you will.
Is
Yes,
it-
but
yeah.
no, it's kind of dusty,
A little bit.
and it is springtime going into summer, and this is definitely a fall winter beverage.
It's not bad.
Got a great deal.
Probably
on it,
give
though.
it maybe a 2 on Untapped.
2 out of what?
That's shooting
5.
low.
Okay.
Well,
I'm gonna
it's
say
not the most delicious.
They hit
It
you at
is
the wrong
not.
time of year, man.
That's
that,
probably it.
And considering it is a higher alcohol content, being a double, I'm gonna say this is at least 3 1/4 for me.
Whoa. I'm going to have to step my game up. I got to find something that's worthy of that kind of score. The last couple beers have been, you know.
Bad.
Although the Cat in the Wall was pretty tasty and it made the shelf.
It
so
did make the shelf.
we give
That's a cool can.
credit there.
Oh yeah.
But, you know, I might not be a huge fan of it, but it's still Shorts. Shout out to Shorts Brewery because
Quality business right there.
You're doing big things.
They have one that I tried and I thought it was disgusting.
Which one was that?
Humalupalicious.
How do you spell that?
Carefully.
Very.
How do I spell it incorrectly?
There you
No
go.
doubt. But
That wasn't
yeah.
the peanut butter and jelly one.
No.
it's
Okay, all right.
super hoppy though. I didn't like it.
Yeah. I
But-
probably wouldn't either then.
Yeah.
We're not a big fan of hops here.
I didn't dig it.
No. Did you have it in bottle or draft or
I had
can?
it in a flight one time,
Fancy.
but I was already probably a little hammered
flights
because I
in.
was like, "Oh, this was good." So the next time I went in there, I got it in a bottle, and it was fucking terrible. And then I'm just done with it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I like liquor. That's what, I like to drink liquor, mixed drinks. So I have a very
What's your go-to mixed drink?
particular palate. Gimlet, gin gimlet. It's
Gin
just
gimlet?
simple syrup, gin, lime juice. That's it.
God, you're a freak. You like
Gotta
gin?
have dude. Only good stuff though.
Wolf.
I don't want no well bullshit.
No Bombay Sapphire for this guy.
No, Bombay's a good one.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
I don't
mean,
drink
it's
gin,
not
so I
like
don't know.
super high end or anything. but
What's the top tier gin? Because I don't.
I
drink
don't
that.
know, man. There's some that get expensive. My favorite one is Hendrick's. That's only like $35 a fifth, maybe 30.
Okay.
It's not bad. That's my favorite one. It's great. But I do like Tom Collins too. Those are good, but a lot of places don't know how to make them.
Bartenders don't really know the classics.
Right, but there
'Cause
are a lot
nobody
of
really
places
orders
you can.
that.
There's
Scott, Meet the Parents was probably your favorite movie, wasn't it? Because they have Tom Collins in that bitch.
It's. I mean, I know De Niro was drinking them, but no, I do like gin, right? So when I used to be a bartender, I worked in the comedy club downstairs. The guy in the restaurant upstairs, always making my gimlets. He's like, "You ever had a Tom Collins?" I'm like, "I don't even know what the fuck that is," and he made me
Who's
one.
that guy?
He's like, no, I'm not gay.
Like, holy hell, dude, this tastes like fucking lemonade. Let me get another one.
Ooh, that's bad
Yeah.
news.
3
Yeah,
hours
dude.
later,
Yeah.
folks.
Yeah,
So I like those, but like I said, not everyone knows how to make them.
true.
He was lighting that couch on fire for his resume.
For sure. That guy, Howard Dean.
Oh man,
God bless him.
VH1 Behind the Music. What happened to him?
What happened to VH1 Behind the Music?
They should do a Behind the Music about Behind the Music.
They should do pop-up video.
Ooh, I enjoyed that.
That was always cool.
Yeah. You remember when MTV and VH1 used to play music videos? I remember.
Fucking long time ago now.
What was that? 180 minutes or whatever that show was, where they just for it was like an hour and a half showed fucking nothing but fucking.
That would be 3 hours.
Whatever.
180 minutes.
I don't
Yeah.
remember what it was.
Mathing is
Maybe it was
hard.
It was like a 3-hour block of music videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
friend of mine, when they started replaying those, like within 2 seconds of each video, he could tell me the artist, the album, and the song. It was
I mean, if he was watching the same blocks of videos over and over and over again,
every
then
day.
it, it
Like
kind of
TRL.
no, but this
Yeah.
is when like they first brought it back from like back in the day when they had it. He was
Oh.
remembering from then. Within like before 5 seconds, he never missed a single one. I always thought that was creepy.
He's like, it's this rat, round and round.
Yeah. You
I
hear
know
like
it.
a door creak open like at the beginning of the music video, like, and he'd be like, "Oh, that's so and so," blah da 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 da, and you're like,
Michael Jackson, Thriller,
"The thing
Twisted
didn't even,
Sister.
yeah, the
right?
thing didn't even
We're
come
not
up
gonna
in the
take
bottom
it.
of the screen to giving all the credits yet."
Or he's in the other room.
yeah,
Hey, you're watching my favorite video.
yeah.
Hey, is that my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard? I know that one.
Well, I think it's about time to call it a night.
I
The
would
full
agree.
crossover is complete.
Completed the process.
It's been fun.
It has. Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about timing.
This is true.
Some nights it works.
It did.
Yeah.
I like to think so.
Mm-hmm.
Episode 83.
Thanks to Shorts Brewing Company for Publican Porter, even though
It was all right.
I've had better. Sorry.
Wrong time of year.
Yep. Caught me at the wrong time of year. Or
Did
we need to talk to the party store that you bought it from. Be
This is
like,
true.
hey, come on, man, clean up your shelves. Here.
we do know these people?
Let's go. You got to do something.
He's probably like, "Hey, I needed him off my shelves."
That's right. Oh, you bought it.
yeah.
I would think that price
And
tag
you
would have
paid
been a
full
little
price. Thanks,
yeah,
dummy.
I was gonna say, should have been a little bit lower for what it is, but that's all right.
That will happen.
It's gonna happen, folks. They're not all winners. So thank you, Guido. Appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Stay
Thank
shifty,
you.
my friend.
Too fat for that.
That We'll catch everybody on episode 84. Give an update on our homework.
This is true. I'm planning to knock out some of these episodes.
All right. I'll get this movies watched.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll hold my breath for that one.
Me too.
You better.
2021. Hey, finally seen John Wick. Still planning on seeing Winter Soldier here probably next weekend.
Right. They'll reboot it before I see the original. All right. We'll see y'all later.